ORokuro, there is a man surnamed Su, who lives in the northern city of Zichuan to fishing for the industry. Every night, he would take wine to the river, while drinking while fishing. Every time drinking, he put some wine festivals spilled on the ground, and prayed ghost drowned in the river invited to drink it. Accustomed to people here fishing, what almost could not beat, playing only his baskets full of fish. One night, Su has helped himself with a teenager hovering beside him go. Su will be invited to drink with him. The young man did not decline, readily with him and drank. The results all night also did not name a fish. Su felt very disappointed. Teenager stood up and said, "Please let me go to catch fish downstream of it for you." Then, you smug left. A moment later, he returned and said, "A lot of fish are coming." Sure enough, I heard the river fish Xia Xia chirp sound throughput. Su cast nets marked with several fish. All roads have more than a foot long. He was very happy, and quickly thanks to the teenager. When to go back, Su should give juvenile fish. Juvenile refused to close, saying, "Repeatedly drink your wine, which is hardly a mere trifle in return if you do not mind. You can always hope in this way." Su said, "We just drank wine together only one night. We talk about how many times it is used to visit if you are willing. Then it is I want, but not ashamed of their own children. Repay you catch fish for my kind." Su asked his name famous. Teenager replied, "My name is Wang. There is no number. You can call me the king." Meddling, then the two have parted. The next day, Su made money selling fish, and there too buy some wine. In the evening, he went to the river and saw the young man had arrived first. Two of them happily drank the wine. After a few drinks, Junior got up and went to Su catch fish. This went on for 6 months. One day, suddenly he told the teenager. Su said, "Get to know you've been feeling more than a brother, but you were the day is coming." Discourse made it very tragically. Su was surprised and asked how this is going. Children, teenagers have stopped several times to open his mouth, and finally said the feeling was as good as we like this. I say it probably will not surprise you. Right now you and I are going up. I might as well tell the truth. I am actually a ghost. Usually during his lifetime favorite drink, get drunk drowned after here for several years. The reason why the fish before you catch far more than others, it is because I am in the dark as you drive away. As is this wine you spilled a drink offering to repay the bonds of friendship. Tomorrow I will sin in full. Will someone to replace me? I'm going to go between the sun be born today. We gather only for one night, so cannot help but sad. Su Meng listen. Wang Lang is a ghost. The beginning was very frightened, but after all close together for so long, no longer afraid, because you want to, respectively, sad sigh. Su filled up a glass of wine. Lang said to the king, "ORokuro, please drink it. Do not be sad, just know soon broke up." Of course, people are very sad, but you get away since expiration Oliver, it should be celebrate. Then the grief unconscionable, so both of them drink a toast together. Su asked, "Instead of you is what people do?" Wang Lang replied, "Brother in the river watching. Tomorrow at noon, there will be a young woman drowned while crossing the river. Is her herd in the village chicken has been called off." Wang Su Lang and only shed tears say goodbye. The next day, Su seriously waiting in the river, ready to look at this strange thing. By noon, and we have a young woman holding a baby. The way fell into the river to go. The baby was left on the river bank, and heel kicked while crying. That young woman floating in the river repeatedly sank, dripping wet, climbing body suddenly climbed up the river bank. She was lying on the floor to rest for a while, then pick up the child straight away. When the young woman fell into the water, and my heart really cannot bear to want to rush to rescue her. Then I thought, she is to replace Wang Lang, so it stopped not save. Till the young woman climbed up from the river, he suspected that the king Lang say do not come true. In the evening, Su still fishing in the old place. Wang Lang again said, "Now we met again, for the time being not to mention the thing to break up." Su asked him about the reason. Wang Lang said, "That young woman has come in place of me, but my poor she held a child. I do not want to replace my one, but two lives to die, so I let go of her again next time when I did not know it was in place. This may be the fate of the two of us, have not Do it, Su exclaims, this righteousness of the heart, God will know. Since then, two people did gather to drink and like before. After a few days, Wang Lang came to bid farewell. Su suspect there has to replace him. Wang Lang said, this was not my place, back to some of my compassion is really God knows, and now appointed me to the land of God, Wu town of Jiaoyuan County, to take office in a few days. If you do not forget our old friend, you can come see me. Do not be afraid of hard road, and walked away, said Su. Congratulations, do you honest to God, really happy? But man and God are two different world. Even though I am not afraid, way away difficult to walk, how to see. How about you? Wang Lang said, you just go right, do not worry, Wang Lang repeatedly told, and went out. Su returned home, packed up and further east, intent to visit Wang Lang. His wife smiled and said, Wu Jiaoyuan County town several hundred miles from here and there, even if there is such a place, I am afraid that the statue there and would not be able to speak it. Su dissuasion eventually went to Jiaoyuan County. Two local residents find out, and sure enough there is a Wuchan. He found that place to live in the inn and asked me where to. Shop owner in the Earth Temple. Store owner listened, asked in surprise, you are not a guest surnamed Su? Su said, yes. How do you know? Shop owner asked, your home is not in Zichuan County? Su said, yes. How did you know? The store owner did not answer, hurriedly went out. While the men holding the child, the wife, the girls looked too crowded at the door. People in the town have come one after another, the crowd like a wall, put Su around the middle. Su, more surprising, then told the crowd, he said, a few days ago at night, we dream of the land God said I have a Zichuan County, surnamed thus friend soon to come. We ask you to send him some money for the journey, so we have been waiting for you for a long time. Su listened very surprised. Su will go to offerings to the Earth Temple, said, since you are, I miss you day and night, and now I have to practice our promise of grace from a distance. You instruct people dream funded, so I really grateful heart, nothing but shame, generous gift, just a glass of Beaujolais. If you do not mind, please drink as you like it in the river. Zhu Gao finished, he burned paper money. For a while, I saw a gust of wind blew up from the back seat of God, when rotated more than dispersed. That night, Su Wang Lang dreamed dress neat place to meet, and very different from the past. Thank Wang Lang said, there are workers far to visit you, let me happy to exchange, but I have been doing this a minor official, inconvenient to meet with you, though close, but like across thousands of miles. My heart was very sad. This is where people will send you some gift to an old friend, even if I am a little minded. If you set back the days when I come back to both hands after a few days, Su intend to go back. Locals graciously retained him, morning and invited him to dinner, the evening invited to drink, to be rotated several a day. Su finally insisted to go back. Everyone took the gift list, hold baggage, have been scrambling to come off gift, not a morning filled with a gift on a pocket. Prior to departure, the elderly and children to all the town, farewell, farewell to Su. Just a village, suddenly a whirlwind sprung up, along with Su has been more than a dozen miles away. Su repeatedly thanked him, said, please take care, ORokuro, do not trouble yourself, away to send your kind heart, will be able to benefit of the people side. We do not need an old friend hold me. What the wind that circled the earth for a long time, only gradually leave. People come to see Su village also marvel to go back to the village. Su returned home, getting rich, not the fishing. Later, he met Zhao Yuan to the people, a land god asked, say very efficacious and responsive. Others say Wang Lang of any pit village wears Hanqiu County. I do not know who said it right. Different, she said to the officials, still did not forget the lowly and summer. This is the reason why Wang Lang into the cause of God. Let us look at those sitting in the car today. Dignitaries, wearing a straw hat, is also willing to recognize the poor old friend. I have a gentry home, the family is very poor. There is a good friend since childhood, friend has a huge revenue office. I wanted to go defected that will be able to be taken care of. Then he took out all his money to repairing pack, trek through thousands of miles to get there, but disappointed. Finally had to spend money, but also to sell the horse. He was able to go home. His younger brother, with a family of humorous by nature, the morning train order to laugh at him, said, "The month also, to my brother, mink cap solution, canopy at electrosis, donkey into a horse, boots beginning to shut up, read this you can make smile."